Hey, I want to take this chance to talk a little bit about elections and how I personally believe that the 2024 elections came out rigged. I really do. Um, let's see. Greg Palast, you know, people probably know who he is. If you don't, you can look him up. Um, he has found that 2.1 million mail in ballots were rejected in the 2024 election. That can be for many reasons. It can be because you put an X on the bubble instead of filling it in. It can be because you put an extra line on the side and it distracted the ballot reader. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But they overall they suppressed 3,565,000 votes in the 2024 election. And they were talking about rigged, and we know how Republicans are. They always want to project. So we should have known they were trying to rig the election. All this happened in Republican states, like mine in Florida. I personally had to do a provisional ballot because for many reasons, but come to find out, mine wasn't done because of my signature didn't match. Just I don't know. So my vote for Kamala Harris did not count to Ron DeSantis. Um, but there's many things that we're trying to talk about that a lot of people will not talk about, because they say it's too far left, too far this. Well, the people on the right, they're getting what they want. They're getting exactly what they want. Why? Because they tell people what they want, and once you start saying it, many people come on board and they like it. Okay. We believe that the government should always serve its people who are in need. That is one major reason government even exists. Um, I personally believe healthcare, free for all. Healthcare is a human right. Healthcare is something that they made up because bills were getting so high. It's like they wanted to get you insurance, that way you will pay every month. But we also believe, and this since it's the first video, I'll say a few things about what we are for. We are for universal basic income. If you implement universal basic income, you can do away with Social Security, food stamps, any support network that you need, because this is going to cover it all. So then you have thousands of federal workers that you wouldn't be firing them because they're still getting paid by the universal basic income, but they would no longer be needed because the safety net things just weren't there, because they're no longer needed if you're getting universal basic income. Let's see. Put a price cap on rent, and we believe the federal government should be there nationwide to provide assistance for anyone in need to pay their rent. I mean, it's just a basic need. People are going to need somewhere to live. I don't get it. I don't understand how all these corporations, even like, for instance, the house I rent, the man that owns it lives in Israel, and he owns 3 or 4 more on my street. But besides him, corporate companies like BlackRock and all kinds of investment companies are coming into America, buying up a large amount of housing, and then once they control a certain amount of housing in a certain market, they control that market. And they can afford to raise rent. They can afford to have houses sit on the market until someone finally has to jump in there and pay that rent because it's the only one left. And And this is a crazy one, and if you would, I would want you to let me know what you think about this in the comments, because I haven't done too much research on it, but I've thought this my whole life. Driving is not a privilege. Driving is a basic right. I know the right of way, and I know I get the laws, and I know the current laws, and I get that it is illegal to drive with no license, but if everyone has that right until they do something to have it taken away, just because something is a right doesn't mean that it can't be taken away. It says that it's not a right because of that. And I don't understand how something can be a right but also not be. I don't know. Let me know in the comments though. Anybody, especially if you know law or something like that, let me know in the comments. But anyway, I'm starting this channel because we're getting scared, and something has to be done, and people have to speak out. People have to join together. And we know there's plenty of people who voted for Trump. I don't even like saying that name. That regret it now. He does not care about anyone. He does not. I know you've heard this other places, but 40% of his wealth has came just since he became president this time. 40%. How can he do that? How can this be legal, and how can it keep happening? How can we keep waking up every single day to new, more, further extreme stuff? It's just crazy shit. It is. And it's a lot. People are allowing it. How are we going to get these people to get something done? Do we have to hit the streets? Do we have to protest? Do we have to stop traffic? Do we have to block roads? Do we have to do all this stuff? We shouldn't have to do all this. It's our country. It's not his country. It's our country. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe, because this is a new network and we will not be getting views or exposure with the algorithms unless people like, subscribe, and view the whole video. But please, if on the subjects previously, let me know in the comments about that driving thing, and rent if you have any background in law. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned.